guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Shamika, and on this channel we do things to kind of nourish the mind and the body. And today we are doing a stretching video. I have quite a few of them on my channel, just little 15-minute videos, just to move, just to relax, just to focus, kind of realign, breathe, and be ready to take on whatever you need to. Today it's going to be a little bit different. I'm still going to do the 30-second on, 10-second to switch for the stretches, but we are just going to kind of go with whatever comes to mind. I don't really have anything specific that I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of stretch and start by sitting down on the floor, on your mat, wherever you are, and just kind of take deep breaths. Get your spine straight, kind of reach the top of your head up towards the ceiling, get adjusted on your sit bones, and just roll your shoulders back. Fast or slow, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to get in the moment. Okay, reverse and go forward. And while you're doing this, you can kind of roll your neck back and forth. Now just stop and keep going with your neck. Half circles, slowly. If there's a spot that feels good, you feel when you roll over it, stay in that spot, hold it, stretch it out. Okay, we are going to go into apparently my favorite thing, a gentle twist, a seated twist. So go ahead and take your right hand and bring it over to your left knee. And then we're going to take your other hand, put it behind your back, align with your spine. And use your fingertips to kind of push your shoulders up. Bring your chest up, kind of tighten the stomach muscles. And we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Maybe a little over while I get this set. And breathe. Okay, you can start getting adjusted for the other side. Switch your position and do the same thing on the other side. Remember, keep your hand in line with your spine. You want to push up. Broke, baby girl. Don't yank yourself into it, just gently. Every time you breathe, get taller and deeper into your stretch. Okay, go ahead and come back to center. I want you to sit up nice and tall and go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your back and just pull them up gently. Raise your chin up a little bit and feel those chest muscles just expand. That's what I was going to say. And stretch apart. If you need to switch your grip, go ahead. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and put both of your legs right out in front of you. And we're going to warm up our legs a little bit before we start kind of stretching them out. So right now I just want you to flex your feet and then point them. And then flex them again and point them. You can do it slow, but just keep flexing them and point. One more time. And point. And now you might need to widen your legs a little, but do ankle rolls. Go to the outside and roll both of your ankles outward to the inside. Go slowly, really feel everything kind of stretch out. All right, now go ahead and reverse and come to the inside. Do inward circles. Okay, now I would like you to alternate pointing and flexing one foot, and then switch, and then switch. And just rotate that movement back and forth. Make sure you're up straight. Stomach muscles tightened a little bit. Switch. And switch. 10 more seconds of this. Really kind of put your effort into it. I should have sat the other way. All right, now go ahead and keep both of your feet flexed, and we are going to come into like a forward bend, and we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Remember, straight back while you're coming down, slightly tightened stomach muscles. Okay, go ahead and point your toes. We're going to do the same thing, 30 more seconds. If you need to readjust, that's fine. Go back in. Okay, now go ahead and bring both of your legs in to what I call a butterfly position. Touch your heels if you can. You need to readjust or scooch up, that's fine. And we are just gonna hold this. I kind of use my elbows to push down a little bit. Either grab the arches of my feet or my ankles, but this seems to work because we're not doing the other one. This time we're leaning forward or stretching a different part. 10 more seconds. Okay, now go ahead and move right into your straddle position. Get nice and wide if you can. And each time you do this, once you get used to it, you can kind of inch yourself closer and closer up. And then before you know it, you're crazy flexible. All right. Now that it's taken me forever to do that, go ahead and walk your hands forward, point your toes, nice and slow. We'll stay here for 30 seconds. Sometimes the first one is stiff, so don't push yourself. Once we get into it, once we get moving, your body will warm up. Okay, go ahead and come back up, flex your toes, and we're gonna walk our hands right back out, same position, right down to the center. Okay, now instead of bending over, I want you to kind of halfway come up and then walk your hands over to the left. We don't need to be over our leg. I want you to stay kind of focused in the middle, but come left. Keep your feet flexed. Okay, now make your way over to the right. Same thing, try to stay kind of mid-level as far as your back. Go ahead and come up. You may have been sitting there for a little long, but that's okay. Point your toes. And now we are going to take our right hand, and I want you to kind of like arch it over like a rainbow and try to get down as close to that toe as you can. And we're just gonna hold. Really keep your chest up. Okay, now we're gonna make our way over to the other side. Okay, go ahead and come back up, and we are going to do a few of those 90-90 movements. We're waking stuff up. So go ahead and take both your heels, put them to the edge of the mat. It kind of works for me. We're just gonna do a few of them side to side. We're gonna put our legs or drop our knees down until we're in a 90-90, both your knees. And we're gonna put our hands back. We're gonna slowly come up and come back down on the other side. And if you scooch, that's okay, but really try to get your hip in that position. Come back. We'll do 2 more sets. One more. Okay, perfect. Now go ahead and you can keep your legs bent. We are going to focus on our left leg. Put that in the 90-degree position in front of you. And I want you to, however you can, take this leg either this way or out like I'm going to put it. And I want you to try to get that as straight behind you as you can, right? And we're going to focus on stretching out our left hip. So turn your body straight in the direction of your knee. And we're going to hold. And like I said, if you can't extend it fully, go ahead and bend it in, but focus on this front. Okay, now we're going to use our 90-90 position, and we're going to switch over to the other side and do the exact same thing. Focus on this, keep it parallel, and then try to extend that leg. If you can't, keep it bent. Twist, and use your knee for a little bit of support of your thigh, and kind of push up a little bit. Push yourself straight a little. Or you can do that. That works too. Twist your hands. Oh, as soon as I said that. Okay, now you can keep your right leg bent, but go ahead and bring in your left leg. Get yourself kind of positioned in the center, and I want you to, if you can, I want you to take this foot, and I want you to grab your toe, and you can leave it on the ground, but just pull that leg in as close as you can and twist toward the center. It's a really awkward position. You can grab this toe to help you. You should feel this all on the outside of your hip, kind of down the outside of your knee. You need to draw your foot up a little bit, that's fine. But pull it wherever you can. You can get it straighter, go for it. Okay, now go ahead and bring that leg forward. Just use your grip already. And we're gonna switch and do that same thing on the other side. 90 degree. Get your hips centered. Now grab this leg and bring it back. We're opening our thigh by bringing our toe closer to our butt. And then twist towards the middle. I said, if you need to grab both toes, that's fine. Ten more seconds. Okay. You can go ahead and extend your right leg. We're going to sit all the way forward. Bring your left leg in as close as you can to the center. Flex your foot and pull yourself down. This is just a different way to kind of stretch out some of the same muscles and get them really, really loose. We'll stay here for 30 seconds. And if you want to like massage the bottom of your foot while you have that kind of grip on your foot, go ahead, because you'll definitely feel the difference. Oh shoot, did we switch already? I talk so much I don't know. I think it was already 30 seconds. Okay, let's cut this leg short. Switch over to the other side. So bring your right leg in, put your left leg forward, and we'll start fresh on our left leg. Okay, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Oh, never mind. Yes, never mind. Go ahead. I forgot there was a 10-second rest. Go ahead, come down. I need the timer to be different. It keeps like vibrating, but I think it's because like my heart rate and stuff is going. I know when it says 10 seconds on this, then we can get reset. Wait, keep your foot flexed. Give yourself a foot massage. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, go ahead and come up. Bring both your legs together one more time. And we're going to do that exact same butterfly that we just did. Push yourself up. You should be able to get a little deeper into it, okay? Now, this time we are going to do the old version. So instead of pushing, I want you to brace your ankles, roll your shoulders back, kind of tip your head back a little, and try to use your legs to pull down and expand your chest. Use that weight. Lean back a little. You should kind of feel it in your collarbones. Okay, bring yourself back up. And now go ahead and work right forward to push in your thighs down. Grab the inside of those arches. Like I said, you should be able to go lower this time. Okay. Bring your legs back out forward. I'll sit this way for you now because we're going to start working on the ground in a second. I'm not quite done. Go ahead and bring your legs forward. Get yourself adjusted. Go ahead and bring your right knee into you. Kind of put your right foot by where your kneecap is. And bring your left hand over, however you can, and twist back. But we're not focusing on our back, we're focusing on bringing our knee closer to the center line of our body. I guess it is your back, it's kind of like your lower back. You can feel it in your hip too. Keep it on the same side though, don't cross it over for this one. Okay, now do the same thing on the other side. So extend your right, bring up your left right to where your knee is, but leave it on the same side. Bring your elbow across. and twist a little bit, but we're pushing as well. Okay. Go ahead and make your way one vertebra at a time all the way down to laying position. Get situated. If you need to pull your pants up or put your shirt down, now's the time. We want to get our back flat on the ground. It helps me every single time to just lift my knees up in the air. Bring my knees into my chest. Let's go ahead and start with that. Bring your knees up as close to your chest as you can and just give yourself a little hug. Or a big hug. If you want to stretch your arms out and get your upper back, that's fine too. Okay, now extend your left leg, but keep your right one close to your chest. And we're just going to hold our leg. Keep your feet in the flexed position if possible. Okay, go ahead and switch legs. Extend your right, bring your left leg in, close to your chest, hug your knee, and hold. You don't have to be tense about it, just keep them flexed. And if you can't extend your leg, you can bend your knee and still get the benefits with this bent knee. You don't have to extend it all the way out. Okay, now with that same leg in the same position, just extend your left leg with your foot flexed. Keep your hands behind your thigh to keep it supported and you get a better stretch. We'll hold this for 10 more seconds. Okay, switch legs. Oh shoot, now bring your right one up and do what you need with this one, bent or straight. Bring it up to you. We're gonna hold it there for 15 seconds. Okay, go ahead and bring that leg down and stretch your arms all the way up above your head. And we'll lay here. Just sink into the floor. You can point your toes with a little pressure, but don't give yourself a cramp. It feels nice. Just stretch your body all the way out. Oh, I'll stay here for 20 more seconds. Keep your back flat. Okay, now go ahead and bring both of your legs up. Put them bent almost like you're going to do a bridge. Keep them bent. Get your back as straight as you can. And all I want you to do is just take your knees and shift down to the right. Keep your feet flexed and stay like that. Just in that position. As far as you can. Okay. Come up and drop your knees down to the left. This one's a little stiffer for me. Alright, go ahead and come back up. And we'll do the right side one more time. 15 seconds aside. Pardon me if I look at my watch a lot. I'm trying to get used to this timing. Alright, and switch and drop down to the left. Don't strain your neck, don't strain anything, just go as far as you can go. Keep your feet flexed. Alright, bring both your knees back up, and we're going to go into a figure four. So go ahead and kick your right leg up and bring it back down. Put your ankle on your thigh. And what I do is I just lift my leg up, or I'll grab my leg and I will bring it in as close as I can. And I like to hold right here so I have control. Flex both of your feet and stay as even as you can. You can bring this leg up even higher if you want to. And we'll go ahead and just sit in this position. Okay, go ahead and switch your legs. Bring your right down, no rush. Bring your left up. Keep your feet flexed. You want that ankle right on your thigh, like on the top part of your thigh. And come on up. Remember, both in a 90 degree. And then you bring it forward. We're not trying to stretch our back. We're stretching the outside of our hip, underneath our butt, our hip flexor. And however you can feel that stretch. I gotta hold this 2 different ways. Okay, go ahead and come out. Extend both of your legs up in the air and flex. And just hold your feet flexed. Just like this. If you cannot feel that, bring both of your legs forward slightly and you'll feel just a mild stretch. 15 more seconds. Keep your back flat. Okay, you can bring your legs. Let's go ahead and leave them kind of up, almost like we're going to do toe dips. Alright? And we're going to take our right knee and we're just going to, kind of like we're opening a book, keep it flexed, keep it at a 90 degree, and drop that right knee down to the ground. Hold your thigh for support. Keep that 90 degree. And try to keep your back flat. See how mine got messed up? Just drop it down. You'll know when to stop because your posture will be weird. 5 more seconds. Alright, now bring that up. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Hold the inside of your thigh and keep it at a 90 degree and drop it down. This will help with the happy baby pose too. Alright, bring it back up. We'll do our right side again. Get resituated. Get your back on the ground. 90 degrees. And then just like a book. Drop that knee down. It feels better if you hold it up. If you can't get your leg all the way down, just hold your foot up. The stretch is better. Okay, come on up. And go to the left. Last time. Just drop your knee down. I keep wanting to point my toes. We'll get used to it. We're really just opening up our hips. And the weight of your leg helps. Okay? Oh. You stay right there. Just relax. I gotta check my phone real quick to see how much stuff I have. Go ahead and scoot your butt up a little bit on your mat. Readjust yourself. And we are gonna push ourselves up into a bridge. And we're gonna hold it. But the purpose of this bridge is gonna be to try to stretch out some other things. So take your heels and put them as close as you can to your butt. Alright? And bring them parallel, kind of shoulder width. And I want you to tuck your shoulder blades underneath you, alright? And I want you to push up and bring your shoulders in. Okay, walk them in. Push up your hips. Keep your head flat. However you can get there. If you can't, that is okay. Hold that stretch. I'll show you something else. I'll just have to do it separately. You should really feel this in your shoulders, front of your knees, the front of your hips. And push up and back. Okay? Go ahead and bring that down. Now, if you cannot do what we just did, what I want you to do instead next time, or even now, bring yourself up to kind of a seated position. Like I said, shoulder width apart, and then put your hands behind you, just like this. Now this might be enough for some people, just like this. You can hold it, kind of lift your head up. But if you want that really, really deep across the top of here stretch and your hip stretch, use that same momentum. Bring your shoulder blades together and push yourself up in a bridge this way, okay? We don't want to dangle our head like this. Kind of keep your spine parallel and hold like this with the intent of rolling your shoulders back You should feel it on the inside of your arms and your thumbs and the front of your hips. And just hold that. Everyone else is just getting a break or a bonus. Don't forget to breathe. All right, and go ahead and come down. And now that everybody is up or has had a second anyways, go ahead and you can come right up onto your knees. And we are gonna do another stretch, similar. We'll go forward after this. Okay, come up on your knees. You'll have seen this in one of my shorts, laughing. I want you to roll your shoulders back and just drop your hands down to your side. All right? And we are gonna lean back, keeping your chest up, keeping your back straight, and touch your heels. That's usually the highest spot. And stretch the front. This is more of an advanced way. Stretch. Push to the front. You can hold it this way as well. All of them. Okay, go ahead and come up. And we are going to take and do the exact same thing. This is a little bit easier because you're doing it with one hand. Take your right hand and twist down and put it on your ankle. Oh, this keeps ending. And then go ahead and we're going to take our left hand and we're going to raise it all the way up in the air and bend it back toward that way to get that stretch. You can keep your chest towards the sky, but just bend your hand back. Use your other shoulder as a neck rest. And just hold. Okay, come back up. Take a breath and go down to the other side. Left hand to your heel. And raise your chest and your hand up and back. And hold. Rest your head on your shoulder. Go ahead and come up. And we are going to face center. And I want you to put one leg up at a time. Kind of angle them out, shoulder width apart. Get nice and center. And we are going to kind of squat down as deep as you can. Try to keep your elbows inside of your knees, all right? And you want to keep your feet flat, keep your ankles, knees, and your toes all pointed in the same direction. And relax yourself down with each breath. You can kind of do what I do and use your arms to push out your hips so you can get wiggled down in there. Also helps if you flex each glute muscle once, you get your hips situated. We are going to stay here. We've got 10 more seconds. And then we're going to put one arm down. All right, go ahead and put your right arm down wherever's comfortable. And then take your left arm, bring it up to your knee and twist. If this is easy, extend it all the way up. Breathe. Go ahead and switch sides, palms together. Put your left hand down and bring your right hand up. Twist up. Don't let your knees cave in. Keep them out. And if you need to come up for a second, go back in to readjust or give your leg muscles a break, that's fine. All right, go ahead and come back to center. Now, I'm gonna rotate, just rock onto my toe to the right, and then I'm gonna swing my hips back onto my toes for the left. Okay, coming through that center position, onto your toe, through the center position, onto your right toes, okay? Do it for 20 more seconds. Come through gently onto your toe, and then down onto your other toe. Come to the center. Toes. And then down. Come to your right toe. Alright, now I want you to come back to center and just rock your knees back and forth gently, almost like you're going from heel to heel. Rock gently back and forth. And breathe. 5 more seconds. Alright, go ahead and place your hands on the ground and gently straighten your legs in that very same position. Straighten them out. Put your palms flat on the ground. And just bring yourself down. Let gravity open your spine up a little bit. Bend your elbows. Take a deep breath. If you want to walk your hands out a little and really kind of give your shoulders a stretch, you're more than welcome. Okay, now bend your knees and slowly roll up. Go slow because you don't want to pass out. Come all the way up. Oh, I don't know if you can see me. I hope you can. Bring your arms and your legs together. Okay, we are gonna do some stuff for your quads, okay? How do I wanna do this? You know what, first let's stretch out while we're standing. Let's go ahead and do the stretch. So put your legs or your feet together, legs together, stand up straight. I want you to bring yourself down like we're doing the forward fold on the ground. Bring yourself down as far as you can, okay? If you can touch the ground, that's ideal, even if it's just like this, okay? Because we need a little bit of balance. Now, I want you to take your right leg, and I just want you to come up on your toe, okay? Keep yourself straight, but just lift up onto your toe, and just hold that position. Okay, now bring your right leg down and come up on your left toes. Hold just like that. Okay, switch back. You want to kind of push your weight back. Back a little bit. And one more time, switch back. Okay, you can go ahead and straighten both legs and just walk your hands up to your shins. I'm sure you've seen this in yoga. Roll your shoulders back. You want to get your back as flat as you can. And kind of take your hands and push your head forward. Keep your stomach muscles tightened. And just hold for a second in that position. Tighten your lats. And breathe. Okay, now you can come back down. Put your palms on the ground and go ahead and get into a tabletop position. And we are going to do a few cat-cows. Do shoulders over elbows, over wrists, hips, and legs. For legs hip width apart. And I want you to push up. And then go into the cow position. Arch your back slowly. Roll your shoulder blades back. Lift your chin if it helps. Really drop your stomach. Drop your shoulders. Drop your stomach. Alright, back up into the cat position. Use your toes to push your body. Really stretch your upper back. Alright, back down into the cow position. Okay, and then go ahead and come to tabletop and walk yourself back. Sit back on your heels. Kind of get your legs pointed outward, and we're going to walk ourselves right down into this position. And drop your head. All right, walk your hands over to the right, but stay down low. Walk them where you can. We're stretching out our side again. Okay, walk over to the left now. Alright, come back to center. Go ahead and work your way back up to your ankles or to your heels. Sorry, I have to check my phone because I've run out of space depending on how long my video is. Okay, yeah, see, I knew I only had a few minutes left. All right. I was really getting into the stretching, and I only had a few more things that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna split this video up into, I think, part 1 and part 2 and try to edit it. I don't know how it'll come out. I can't even remember where we were. Oh, we were back up on our heels. That's right, I forgot. Because we did such a good job kind of stretching out our legs, getting our hips back, shoulders, etc., etc. I don't want to forget our thoracic. Like, I know we kind of did it walking side to side, but go ahead and get back into your tabletop position. And I want you to do what we did the other day. I want you to take your right hand and go through underneath your arm and try to bring your shoulder to the ground. I will account for this in my head, okay? So drop your shoulder down. You can bend this arm or put it up here if need be. But keep this as straight as you can, okay? I'm gonna try to flex because I'll probably stay straighter if I do. And go through. Okay, go ahead and come up. I'm just counting to 15. Do the same thing with your left. Go straight through. Bring your shoulder to the ground. Okay, go ahead and come back up. And because I am working on these, I'm going to throw my split stretches in at the end of it. So what I do is I come up, and first I start by bringing my left or right leg up, and assist yourself because I don't want you to get hurt. Put your hand down and gently extend and flex this leg, okay? Just put your other toe under, keep your toe flexed, and just stay here. Try to pull your weight back a little bit. Back. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. Woo. Keep holding it. I'm just trying to get this so I have something to work off as far as time. Okay, now go ahead and work your way forward. Just go. Don't even move your heel. Push yourself all the way forward. Stay straight. Keep your hips straight. Down towards the floor, towards the mat. And extend that back leg. Come up on this. Alright, now push yourself back to the flex position. Alright, now come forward one more time. Yourself sinking deeper in. Just hold. Okay, I want you to make your way back and switch legs. Bring your right leg forward with your foot flexed, hips straight. Put your weight back and hold. and forward. You might have to adjust, but that's okay. Okay, push yourself back flexed. And move forward one more time. Shift your weight, sink down, and forward. Okay, go ahead and push yourself back up. And because I am running out of space, and this was a rather long a rather long video, I just kind of got into it, and I'm gonna see if I can fit this little bit on the end of the one and just make it like an hour or so. If you want to just kind of do a full body, there's still things that I want to do, but I think that's just my mind and my forever want and creativity for stretching and different ways to make your body like feel good and relax your mind, etc., etc. But I have all the time in the world and I can make countless videos, so I'm gonna cut this long. And I really hope you enjoy it. I honestly do. We've got a few more chapters left on the book that we're reading now, and then we have April open for suggestions of all types of books, basically. It doesn't matter what kind, just throw out your recommendations, like, subscribe, comment, share, smash the notifications or the whatever buttons, just push all of them. Smash the subscribe button. That's what I'm supposed to say. There's so many ways of saying it. I love you. I hope you feel good. Just good. And if you don't, go to a shorter video, or if you did this, good job. Now take a shower, go to bed, or just lay right on the couch. Fall asleep listening to the It's Okay Not to Be Okay book. Pass out. Boom. Done. And we'll start again tomorrow. Okay, I love you guys. I gotta clear out my phone.